Welcome to Cell's Main News.
I am Chuck Organelle.
And I am Steve Roper. Today we will be discussing the plant cell organization.
Let's get started.
First up we have cell membrane. Cell membrane is responsible for the controlled entry and exit of ions. He consists of a lipid bilayer, a hydrophilic, and a cytosol. Without him ions could get in and out freely.
That's cool, but doesn't he also do work for the animal cell organization?
Yes he does.
Well, next we will discuss Mr. Nucleus.
Okay, let's hear it.
Mr. Nucleus is the center of the cell organization and works in the main control building. He also communicates with the surrounding cytosol buildings. He is composed of a nucleus. Without him the cytosol building wouldn't be able to communicate with the main control building.
He too works for the animal cell organization.
Who is next, Steve?
Well, Chuck, next we have Mrs. Mitochondria. Mrs. Mitochondria is responsible for running the energy plant, so the other areas can move. She is made of cristae and sugar. Without her the other buildings would have no energy. She also works for the animal cell organization.
Next up is cell wall. He is responsible for holding the group together and helping the group expand. He is made up of a cellulose. Without him the group would fall apart and not grow. Next we will be discussing Mrs. Cytoplasm.
Mrs. Cytoplasm works on helping the group move and grow. It is made up of mitochondria, endoplasmic, reticulum, lysosomes, and Golgi. Without her the group would not move and grow.
She also works in the animal cell group.
We should play tennis after the show.
Okay.
But next we have Golgi bodies.
Golgi is responsible for packaging macromolecules and shipping them to everyone else. He consists of a large and a small vessel. Without Golgi the other parts would not get the nutrients they need.
Are you hungry?
Let's get Chinese when we leave.
Okay.
Next we will be discussing Mr. Vacuoles.
On the phone now we have Mr. Vacuoles himself.
Hello, my job at the plant cell group is storing food and nutrients for the other workers. I am made up of a membrane. Without me the group would have nowhere to store the food and nutrients.
Thanks, see you later.
So we will be back after the break.
We are back.
Okay, Steve, I will quiz you.
Okay.
Which member is responsible for creating food the group eats at lunch? This person has many parts including a outer and inner membrane, stromal lamella, a thylakoid, a stroma, starch, and sugar. Without him the cell would have no food.
Okay.
Time's up.
What I was not?
I don't care, it was Mrs. Chloroplasts.
Well, I will quiz you now.
Okay.
Who is responsible for building chains of protein and connect one amino acid at a time? He is made up of a large and a small subunit, ribosomal, and protein. Without him the others would have no protein and could not move. Time's up.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
it is the ribosome.
We will be back after the break. We are back.
Well, we are almost out of time.
Well, who is next?
Last we have the endoplasmic reticulum.
Well, he is responsible for the production of protein and lipid components. He is made up of a smooth and rough part. Without him the cell would not have the protons it needs.
Well, thanks for watching CMN.
See you next week. Well, I will stop at China Moon and meet you at the tennis court.